Right.
Tragic that he was taken from us.
Yes. Welcome back, all three people, to the podcast. As you can tell, I got a new microphone.
Yeah, right.
It's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's pretty tits.
Anyways, so we do have another. Well, I guess he's not really a guest. He's kind of part of it now, but he will be
I wouldn't
joining
say he's
soon.
a regular yet. Soon TM.
Once you're in about at least 3, then I call you regular.
Anyway, and it's soon TM because you know how he is.
Mommy and Daddy had to be asleep. Well, mostly the brothers probably, but
well, that whether or not he's actually gonna fucking show.
He said he would.
Well, he's not me.
Yeah.
You would do well to remember that even though we are much the same in many aspects, he is not me at the end of the day.
Yeah. He usually keeps his word most of the time, in my experience. In my experience, he's like, if he's not gonna do something, if he might do something, he say I might, and then I don't expect him to do it. But if he says all right, I will, then all right, I have high hopes. Is that a herb I can pick? Probably not. Of course not. Fucking hate it. Anyways, so starting off, we are going to do this thing that I've been thinking about doing. It's a stereotype for every. We're gonna do it for Warcraft and Warframe. So a stereotype for every class. Like, what kind of people play this class, or race, even if you want.
I mean, we could extend it to race if it comes up and is relevant.
It's racist, but and Warframes. Obviously, what kind of people play Warframe, which I think would be easy because we do like to shit on people who play certain frames, like who made them.
Yeah, it was like Mason Mange. We're looking at you.
Yeah, Banshee.
Mason Mange, we are looking at
Banshee anymore.
Yeah, exactly. No one plays Banshee, but it's like Mason Mange. We are looking directly at you.
So I mean, you're already on Warframe, but I'm on Warcraft, so I don't know which one you want to start with.
Ah, shit. Let's go with Warcraft first, because that'll serve as like a warm up segment.
There's a lot less than like classes than frames.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
All right, since you're not playing, why don't you pick a class? And I have.
All right. Well, shit. Okay. Well, I mean,
I can go first in describing the stereotypes or naming out stereotypes, and you can take your turn.
Well, let's just go down like the list of classes. So we'll start with like I don't fucking know. Let's start with like warlocks, you know.
Okay. Shit. I talked about doing, but I was never prepared for actually what the stereotype would be. Warlocks are played by people who don't care a whole lot about their DPS, but they like being there to be helpful. They like... It's almost like support, but without being a healer. What kind of person? Can't really describe it.
I was thinking...
The edgelord.
I was thinking... Yeah, well, I was thinking something along the lines of like, they're basically like... They're basically just the magic using equivalent of rogues, meaning that, they're edgy boys.
Okay, well, in PvP...
In
PvP, they can be a pain. But
so are rogues.
Yeah. That's why you play an undead. You can't get feared.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
Shit. Edgy teenagers are the ones that play warlocks. Edgy folks.
Warcocks. And if you're at the top of like the edgelord stack,
they're not there. They're not really there to be. Oh, I want to be the guy that's helpful and gives soul stones, despite what I said earlier. It's the edgelords, like shadows.
or if you're
Demons.
or if you're a real warlock, you go into the game and name your warlock Cockraw,
Cockroach.
which is just warlock spelled backwards.
Cockroach. Yeah.
It's a good time, trust me. Because you get people who will like ask you what your name means, and then you'll get some people like who inherently get it. Like, wait a minute, I see what you did.
All right, what's next?
And then you get the fags who like try to report you for it, and Blizzard's just like, no. Well, in that case, Warmane is like, no.
All right, what's next? Class.
Well, I mean, shit. Fucking the next one that immediately comes to mind are rogues, since we already sort of discussed them.
All right, rogues are played by people who they're played by sociopaths.
All right. I'm gonna have to.
By
Okay.
most people who are sociopaths. See, you know the game, like, pretty well. But here's the thing: that's why, like, rogues, 9 times out of 10, tend to be fucking assholes. Well, I guess not really sociopaths, more like, sadists. They're just fucking dickheads.
Well, yeah, it's that, and
They play to make you feel just to fuck with you.
make you feel bad.
And then they're the kind of person that if you say anything or at all about it, you're just bad.
And alternatively, they could be played by people who aren't themselves good at the game, more specifically PvP, and thus play rogues to essentially, easy mode the PvP scene.
So yeah,
Dickheads and people who aren't actually good at the game, but want to tell other people that they're bad. Yeah,
they're pretty good in DPS in the in Classic, though. I'll say that.
That whole thing's kind of worthless if you don't actually know how to, do it. How to actually play the game.
All right, what's next?
All right, but that's that aside. Let's go on to a class that I know is very near, very dear to your heart, the priest.
Oh, I only ever played that because they were. I don't know. I guess it was a kind of a phase. Priests are played by either girls or people who know they can't DPS very well, so they just don't bother. So, like, I will heal instead.
Yeah, I would go so far to suggest that there's probably a reasonable number of priests out there who are priests because, fuck it, I guess I'll heal because nobody else will.
Yeah, or just can't give their damage out. They're like, I'm not good at my DPS classes.
But speaking from personal experience, I made a healer just because it was like, fuck it, there's so many goddamn DPS. I'm sick of waiting so long in queues.
Mm-hmm.
And so I made a healer because, fuck it. I said fuck it and went for it.
Yeah, either girls or people who just like are tired of DPSing.
Yeah.
And don't want to take the responsibility of tanking on. Sometimes.
Yeah, because you gotta be either devoted or a masochist to be a tank, especially in something like Classic.
Next, unless you're a warrior. Warriors are really fucking good tanks. Paladins, not so much. All they got going for them is consecrate. That's it.
Guys, watch this.
You have to wait so much fucking longer if it didn't happen. Like, hold on, I gotta get all the aggro from all these guys. Alright.
Well,
Next.
Paladins, I guess, since we're there.
Paladins. Paladins? Okay, yes. Paladins are played by... Okay, they're played by people who have massive egos. Current paladins, I should say. Like, they have fucking huge egos. They boast and brag, and like, yes, I am the best tank, and like,
very unpaladin-like IRL.
Yeah.
Ironically enough,
it's either they try to tutor you, even though I would go and I know how to tank as a warrior in retail. Like, I know how to tank. I'm good at it. It's easy. Maybe not as good as paladins currently, but I am pretty good at it. And then some other paladin from this guild would just try tutoring me. He's like, take it slow. Like, dude, fuck off. I wanted to tell him to fuck off. Like, dude, I know what I'm doing. I've probably been tanking longer than you have. But, like, every time I've been in a fucking group with a paladin tank, they're always pulling the entire dungeon. Like, I got this.
Oh, god damn it.
Ugh.
I hate that shit.
I mean, we get it just fine, but just like, God, the fucking, just, they're so goddamn arrogant. It just hurts. I knew somebody, I mean, I don't know if you were ever, I mean, I was talking to you at the time, but like, it was the other guy that I had videos with where I was playing World of Warcraft, my other World of Warcraft videos.
Oh, shit.
It was when I was making, like, some, fucking retail videos. And I'd be with some other guy who usually be playing, like, when I was playing my warrior, I got, like, the item that had such a low drop rate or a legendary. He was there. He was that exact same way. And the funny thing is, I don't know if he does anymore, but he cheated on his wife a lot. Like, I have proof on my phone of him talking to another girl.
Oh,
like,
my god.
And I was at his wedding. And he owes me $150 still.
It's a lot of things that are just stacking together. You know,
average paladin.
It's like, I have proof that he cheated on his wife a bunch, and I was at his wedding. It's like, whoa, 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 slow down.
Yeah, paladins are, today, I don't know about back then, it was different back then, but today, current paladins are arrogant dickheads. Usually. Tanks.
Understandable. You know.
Healers and DPS are a different story. I mean, unless they do all, but usually when you see a paladin healer, that's their main, is they mainly heal. But you don't really see it often because paladin healers suck in retail.
Yeah, paladin healers suck so hard.
Classic and the Burning Crusade, they're really good, but not retail.
Yeah, they fucking suck.
So, and single target heals.
They weren't that great in Wrath either. I mean, they were. You could take a paladin healer with you, but oh boy, it's just you know they can't go through real shit like fucking like fucking
raids.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you could take him into like some raids, but if you're gonna take him to real shit, if you're gonna take him into, otherwise nobody's gonna have a good time, and you might as well just like, I don't know, go.
Guys, you're on your own. I gotta focus on the tank.
Yeah, it might be like you might as well just go if you're gonna take only paladin healers into a raid with you. You might as well just like go into your garage and smack your hand with a hammer for like 4 hours, or at least until you stop feeling yourself hitting your hand with the hammer, because you can do it. But you won't have fun, and you'll hate yourself for letting yourself do it. And but Paladin DPS is all right.
Yeah,
I mean,
they never really been bad.
They were. They were never bad, but they were never great.
They've been victim to some hardcore nerfing though, time to time. People find an exploit and then they nerf them to shit again.
God, God.
Some guy accidentally found an exploit, and Blizzard's like, you get a nerf. Okay, bye, Aiden.
That shit. He's like, yes, you are nerfed. Goodbye. Please, Blizzard, I beg.
Some guy who's like starting to get into paladins, having a lot of fun with them, and then nerf
Like,
shit
yeah,
and
this
play
is,
it.
yeah, he's like, yeah, this is great. Accidentally, like, discovers an exploit and doesn't even, like, realize it. Next patch. Fuck you. Fuck
Alright,
you,
what's
you're
next?
dead. Shit, what, shamans.
Shamans are played by old people who love the horde and the honor, I think. You know,
They're also probably played by, like, you know, like,
it's older guys
that and, like, libtard white girls who are like, yeah, nature.
I don't know about that one. That might be druid. That's more.
Well,
yeah.
well, I think it's more I think it's more shaman. It's because or it's guys like catfishing as libtard white girls.
Yeah, but I don't see a lot of girls play shamans though. It's usually priests or druids. But shamans, I've seen some pretty fucking stupid ass like DPS shamans. Like not like dumb, but like their DPS is fucking stupid sometimes.
Right.
I love their buffs.
Their buffs are super nice.
Fucking crit
Nice.
800 as a warrior just earlier in Scarlet Monastery. I was like, holy fuck, what the fuck was that? That's all it's about. I'm like, oh, okay.
I just came in pant.
I usually crit 500 at the most, and then I see it 800. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
It's happening, guys. It's happening.
I'm getting chased by a lion. Fuck. Leave me alone.
Oh.
No.
Gang
I
squad
died.
time.
No, I got chased by fucking guards. Okay. I didn't see them.
No, you were getting chased by a fucking gank squad.
Oh, no. I don't play on PvP servers. I just get too
It's like-
mad and quit.
It's like, there he eat his ass. No water.
So yeah, it's either older guy, not like old people, but like anytime I think of shaman, I think of XXK's dad because he plays World of Warcraft too.
Oh.
He's like an old Native American guy
I see.
and smokes cigarette. Shaman is what I like. Asmongold's is this Warcraft streamer. And the way he put it is actually a lot like really accurate compared to what I would describe it as. Shamans are played by guys that are in their 40s to 50s and have a bunch of have 3 ashtrays in front of their computer monitor filled with cigarettes, and they drink a lot of Monster.
What a monster. All right.
I
Hell
might
yeah.
describe a different class that way, but that's how I think of shamans. Not that they're bad. It's just that's how I think. That's usually it, and they got like an old raspy voice, you know.
All right. Don't sound about like this.
Yeah.
You know, maybe not with a southern accent, but it's like, hey guys, I'm ready for tonight's raid. Where are we going again?
Yeah. I don't have anything against shamans at all. I think they're really good, but it's not my cup of tea. I don't play them.
No, I mean, the buffs are nice, but it's not a class. It's not a class that I'm willing to sink, to throw into my time sink.
Yeah, that's how it was with me for them and rogues. I've never leveled a rogue or a shaman to cap. I leveled a rogue to 60 and stopped on retail.
I leveled a rogue, just as part of like the like a factory, quote unquote. That's what Fat and Cuff Bitch called it back when we were playing Warmane. I leveled a rogue just to do that.
Oh.
Just to deal with that, because I needed all my characters up to level, so they could all craft shit.
Yeah. What else? Oh yeah, and lockpicking.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah.
What? Okay, next.
Well, shit. I think we mentioned druids, so fuck it, druids.
You can. We're not limiting ourselves to retail, by the way. You can pick the newer classes too if you want.
Well, yeah. We'll get to those.
Druid.
We might as well get through you know. Yeah.
Okay, so people you okay. If you're a druid, you're either one of the three specs. You never really like hybrid kind of like, oh, I do everything. No, you're usually one thing. If you main a druid, unless you're bored as shit. But I don't ever see anybody be like, oh, I can also tank or heal or DPS. But tanks are played by people who think they can tank but can't.
Oh.
It's like, oh yeah, I can tank, and then they've just like wiped the whole group like 3 times throughout the whole dungeon. The healers are always up to par. They never really disappoint. I mean, unless you have a retarded ass healer, but like the class in general, they're really great.
Yeah. Retarded ass people are kind of like the outliers here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna assume that your average, whatever main isn't a fucking retard.
If we're talking like Taurens, I think those are furries. Oh fuck. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, probably. Out of people who don't want to admit that they're furries because they know it'll get them into trouble.
What kind of people are druids, though? Druids are the people who can't decide what they want to play in WoW, so they just pick the easy way out and pick a druid, and then they realize it's not the easy way out. I may have made a mistake.
Like,
as they're like 25 levels in. Like, oh,
yeah, like
fuck.
this actually kind of fucking sucks. They're like, this sucks.
Druids are played by people who aren't good at deciding things, I would say.
That sounds. Oh my god. Yeah, that sounds about right. They're like, yes, today I will.
Do I want agility, intellect, or fucking strength?
Yeah.
And that's just gonna make it harder if you're that kind of person. And they realize they made a mistake. Like, what kind of stats do I go for? I'm like, well, what are you maining? I don't know. I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? What the
Aiden,
fuck?
hi. Are you okay?
Your internet, like, not pissing my pants anymore?
He's dead.
Yeah, he's fucking dead.
What?
Okay.
Hey, never mind, he's not dead.
Hey, hold on.
Are you dead?
What's next?
Yeah, you guys were talking about World of Warcraft, and I didn't give a shit, so I was listening to music.
Gotcha. Let's see. What haven't we?
I feel when you talk about Pathfinder.
Fucking.
Yeah.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's start branching out into the
you
new
forgot
shit.
one
So
of the main classes.
did we?
You did, yeah.
Oh.
Which one?
The basic one. The one of the basic casters. The go-to spellcaster.
Oh, yeah. Well, hold on. First things first, though. DKs.
Death Knights. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, come on. We got to talk about DKs.
Death Knights, I think, are played. That's a tough one. It's hard to do when. Okay. All right. Here's a question that could help me out a little bit. Are you basing types of people who play DKs in Wrath, or types of people who play DKs currently?
Well, let's see. I don't know anything about the current, so I'll talk about Wrath. You talk about current.
I haven't played current a bit.
Because Wrath is my thing. You know that.
Yeah.
I fucking jack off. I fucking jack off to that stuff because it was the best.
It's hard to answer.
Gets my dick real hard. It's like, oh yeah, Frostmourne. Oh yeah, give me that. Give me Frostmourne. Give me Frostmourne, Blizzard. Give me Frostmourne.
You get 2 swords of
Stop
fragments.
getting close to the mic.
Blizzard, give me Frostmourne.
You will get a split sword that were made of Frostmourne's chunks.
I guess it's okay for now. Blizzard,
And then you throw it away next expansion.
Yeah, great. Blizzard, mail me a Frostmourne.
I
promise not to use it to kill people immediately.
I want to say that DKs are like paladins, paladin tanks, a little bit less of dicks, still a dick though, and want to feel superior in the easy way, without having a lot of skill. So, So they wanna be really good. The kind of people that want to be really good, but at the same time don't want to put a lot of work into it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the kind of person that would play a Death Knight currently, I think.
What exactly are you guys doing?
We're describing stereotypes of every class in World of Warcraft. Like, what kind of people play this class?
How many classes are there?
Like 10? No. Like, there's I think there's fewer than 15.
Yes, definitely. There's Warrior, Death Knight,
Never
Shaman,
played it.
Mage, Warlock, Rogue. That's the base ones. Oh, Paladin. Demon Hunter, I already said Death Knight. Monk.
Oh god, that's gonna be a fun one.
9, yes, 9.
There's 9? Really?
9 classes, yes.
Wow. Didn't really... Huh.
Yeah. What
Wow.
is the 6 in base? Wait. Yeah.
That still doesn't seem right.
Yeah, Warrior, Rogue, Shaman. Oh, wait, no. No, wait, I forgot Priest. Warrior, Rogue, Shaman, Priest. Hunter, I forgot Hunter, too.
Oh,
Warrior,
shit. Oh,
Shaman,
those are gonna be fun
Priest,
to...
Hunter,
Those are gonna be fun to talk about.
Mage, Warlock. Shit, be tagged.
You know, it's very weird playing games with no
10.
music.
Yeah.
10? Really?
Yeah, 10.
That still doesn't seem right.
The three classes, hero class, like Monk, Death Knight, Demon Hunter.
If you say so.
Let me look. I'm probably forgetting something. I tried typing Warframe and Warcraft at the same time, so I typed Warcraft.
Wow. Really letting that dyslexia, hit you up.
Yep.
It's really weird getting a
There's
bunch
12.
of energy.
There's 12. Okay, there's 12.
Okay, so yeah, it was close with 15.
Yeah, less than 15. Warrior, Paladin, Hunter, Rogue, Shaman, Priest, Mage, Warlock, Druid, Monk, Demon Hunter, and Death Knight. Alright, what was next? Hunter?
Well, hold on. Wait, we still haven't finished talking about DKs yet,
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah. So, that's how DKs are on, like, retail. Meanwhile, back in Wrath, DKs were a little bit different. Because, since they were the new thing, and they were a thing that people were looking forward to for years. So when Wrath came out and DKs became available, everyone was making a DK. Everyone had a DK.
They're a little bit undertuned.
What?
They're a little bit undertuned. Little too high on the DPS.
Yes, and see, that's the thing is, DKs were insane. They were fucking crazy.
You either loved DKs or fucking hated them.
Yeah, it's like you either loved them because they were fucking crazy, or you hated them because they were fucking crazy. But the thing is, once the dust settled and Wrath kind of moved along a little bit more, there were two types of people that settled into playing DKs. All right, there were two types of people. I'm gonna talk about the kind of people that you want to have in your raid party.
Sorry, I just crit 950. Sorry.
To talk about the kind of people you want to have in your raid party. So DKs were kind of like the easy to pick up, hard to master kind of class. I mean, and also being batshit crazy when it came to the shit that they could do helps. So, fucking, the first kind of person was like the master. They had figured out DKs. They had tweaked their DK to just wreck everything, and they were great. Great to have in raid parties because you knew that your DPS was going to be where it needed to be. And then there's the other person. The person who as soon as they managed to get there, at some other character to what was it like was it level 70 at the time
What? And
to
Wrath?
unlock DKs?
Oh no,
Yeah.
you gotta be level 55.
Okay, so as soon as they got any single character level 55, they abandoned all their characters,
They're like, I'm
made
done.
a DK, and stuck to that. But whatever. I don't care. Do what you want with your account. But learn the game and don't be shit at it, because that's what a lot of these motherfuckers did. They were like, yes, I don't like having to be good at the game, so I'm gonna race to get a death knight as fast as possible, and then I'll be good then. I mean, they were at that point they kind of just dragged down DKs. They were okay, I mean, they were okay, and they had good DPS, and typically wouldn't die unless you got a real special case. But they were fucking, but it was, they were just, there was not any, brain activity happening,
Mm-hmm.
which is why, back when we were playing Warmane, this is why, me and Michael, like, laughed at you so hard when you were like, yes, DK. I was like, oh yeah, look at the fucking retard. I mean, if we had like the brain that means, that we have now, back then we would have been using those. We're like, look, it's you.
Well,
but
I made a DK at the time in retail, so I was like, yes, I want a DK.
it was like, yes. I mean, DK. I mean, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. But if you're not gonna be good at it and you're just gonna be mediocre, you're gonna get called a retard because you probably are.
That's not how you do it.
But yeah. Moving to hunters.
Hunters are people who want to play the game on easy mode. I've said this for other classes, kind of, but like that's what it is.
Yeah. Hunters are just like, yes, today I will let animals do all the work.
Especially, well, I guess current not as much, like Legion and Warlords of Draenor, yeah, but not classic.
No, not really. Classic. Every class was kind of just like, you're gonna have to do some thinking, boyo. You will not escape.
Well, your pet will if you don't feed it.
Well, your pet will escape from your retardation.
Greg, come on, Greg. Hunters are. Hunters are played by the kind of people that collect pop figures.
Yeah.
I must get all the rare pets.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of applies now because you got the stable master. You can just throw all your pets in there. But I like pop figures. Come on, they don't look stupid. They're cool.
So yeah, that's what you continue to tell yourself to justify all that money you spent. Keep telling yourself that.
I have a hobby. Don't laugh, please. I collect pop figures. What's next?
Well, maybe shit. Since we accidentally skipped over it, I think this will be like the last like classic class.
Oh.
But the mage.
Mage. God damn.
Here, I'll go first then. So, if we say that rogues are mained by people who are sadists, mages are mained by people who are masochists. You know, if you don't know, if you're kind of, you know, not so good in the, if you're not so like, if you're not super great at the game, a mage is going to be nothing but a bad time. Because mages mages lack mages lack something that every other class has in some form or another, and that's on-demand healing.
Oh
They're
yeah.
also
Well,
wearing light armor.
they have the ice barrier, which is pretty nice.
Well, yeah, you know,
In
but
classic, at least. Well, they actually always have that.
but it's, you know, they're also wearing light armor, which means defenses are somewhat to a minimum.
Yeah.
You play a mage because you like the pain and want more. You want to.
They
You
are
want to. You want
pretty
to get.
fucking powerful, though.
Yeah,
Some
exactly.
of those
Like
ones.
it's more the one like you just you put your head down, you get whipped by the game for like 50 levels, and then it's like, oh yeah, it feels good now.
Yeah. I'd say about like 30 or so, and then, well, yeah. What? So, like I said, I think it's not so much as easy mode as a rogue, but it's there. If you want to play easy mode and you don't want to be up close quarters, and you just want to laugh from afar while you throw your frostbolt at people, then that's what you want to play in mage. And you also get to supply yourself with water and food. You don't have to spend much money. So like, if you're bad at saving money, yeah.
Play a mage to do that.
What else? Oh shit, that's level 40. Okay, what's next? There's Monk and Demon Hunter.
Well, I mean, we all already know the stereotype for monk.
Monk?
Yeah, we already know the stereotype for monk, and it's fat people.
It's either fat chicks or moms.
Well, no, that's more specifically like the Pandaren
Pandaren
monks, but
monks, yeah.
monks in general is fat people.
Yeah.
Monks in general is fat people in general. Panda monks are fat girls and moms.
Yep. Oh, that's cute.
Wow, a panda! Like, we get it. You weigh over 300 pounds.
All right, now Demon Hunters. So, Demon Hunters are played by kids with fucking ADHD.
And edge lords.
Yeah, I could. Asmongold said that. I'm not really a fan of Asmongold, but I couldn't agree more. It's people with ADHD, because anytime you see a Demon Hunter, they're just constantly just doing the double jump and gliding. They just gotta press a button. And I have ADD and ADHD, so yeah, I can speak firsthand. That's all I do whenever I play my Demon Hunter. If I ever play, I haven't played in a while, but that's all I ever did. I just get pressing space.
Like, wow, Demon Hunter double jump. Wow.
Demon Hunters are really good at not exploiting, but like getting into spots you couldn't normally get to in certain instances, and like get to places that you can't reach, like out of bounds areas.
Yeah,
Like
because double jump.
The crypt by Karazhan that you couldn't access, you can get into those Demon Hunters now.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
it's pretty neat. What? Well, that's it, isn't it? Yeah, that's all the classes.
Oh yeah, because I stopped playing around early Kata.
Well, hey, you still keeping your word? If the Burning Crusade comes out, you're gonna probably take part.
Potentially, yeah. But hey, you know, if Wrath comes out, oh yeah, I'll be there. Because yeah, you know, death, you know, fucking, you know, gotta get back on my fucking, gotta make my, what is it, like 5th Blood Elf Drunken Paladin to go smack, you know, go to, you know, fucking Ice Crown with.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's 5th, given how many, like, you know, fucking,
Service we joined.
yeah, and whatnot, because, you know, we would find one, then we'd find a better one after a little bit, then we'd find a better one after a little bit, and then one would get shut down. and then we
Yeah.
find a better one.
Either that or they just sucked. No one
Yeah,
played it.
which is hence finding a
Or they
better
were all
one.
French.
Yeah, they were all fucking French, which didn't make any damn sense. It's like, get out of here. You're not allowed to, you know, you're not allowed to be non-draconian. Who the fuck do you think you are?
One thing I do, I got my whirlwind axe. You saw, and I got.
Yeah.
Someone gave me Crusader enchant, which on the server, the mats for that cost a total of like 70 gold. So yeah, it's a lot. Someone's like, I have spare mats, you can have it. I'm like, all right, shit.
Whoa.
And reminder,
Shit.
if you don't remember what the Crusader, it's occasionally, pretty often actually, every time you strike with your weapon, what the hell? Oh, you get a buff for 10 seconds or 15 seconds that increases your strength by 100, and it heals you for like 100 health or some shit. That's pretty stupid.
Pretty
My
nice.
base strength is 158, so adding 100 is pretty stupid too.
Yeah. It's basically
level 30.
Yeah, like, yeah, give me
I
that.
always thought enchants had like a low requirement, but I guess not. So you could be level 2 and have Crusader enchants.
And they just like demolish things. You know, with plus 100 strength.
But I got on my whirlwind axe because I'm gonna be keeping this weapon until at least level 50. At the latest level 50 or so.
I'm gonna fucking squeeze this weapon for what it's worth.
Yeah, the whirlwind axe? Hell yeah.
What are you talking about?
More Warcraft.
Ew.
Don't knock till you try it. At least the old stuff, the good stuff.
I
Yeah.
don't play MMOs.
Okay, Mr. Gunman.
Yeah.
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 I don't
What? I don't see the appeal.
I know, most people don't. I get it.
4, 6,
Fuck.
5.
Oh, okay, suddenly just got brighter. I'm right next to the Dalaran. Where actually before it got teleported.
Oh
And they
yes,
just-
I forgot that happened.
Yeah, they're like doing shit inside, and no one knows to this day what the fuck they were doing in there before they teleported it.
I don't know, like mage stuff.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out how to like, you know, try to suppress all the R34 of Jaina
Oh
and Sylvanas.
Don't suppress Sylvanas. Come on. No.
Yeah, exactly. Like at this point, the Sylvanas simps have gotten too powerful, and Blizzard can do nothing about them.
Be gone. Oh shit.
Yeah, you can't even do like the be gone.
Okay, I'm running. Fuck! Oh shit! I died. Okay.
Seems pretty typical. But you know,
I'm a
yeah,
warrior.
every class, every race has a stereotype. But you know, you just gotta find it.
Unless you're someone
It's
who
kinda-
actually plays like correctly and like take advantage of the racials. That's why I made an orc.
Yeah.
Like,
You know, if you're gonna go try to get as many advantages as you can, which in classic you best be fucking doing.
yeah, I mean, I didn't for the sake of my warlock is a human. One, I don't like gnomes. I fucking hate gnomes, so I refuse to make a gnome despite
Everyone
having
hates
an
gnomes.
intellect.
They're like
boost.
trolls.
Yeah, and gnomes have like an intellect racial where you get more intellect base. Humans have. What do they have? I forget what their fucking racial is. I don't know. Mainly because like that's the first thing I made. I'm like, yes, nostalgia. But I made it work because their racial is Blood Fury, which increases base melee attack power by 25% for 15 seconds. But reduces healing by half, so oh well.
Yeah. Give and take.
I mean, it's not like, well, I mean, 50%'s not that bad. Fuck. Did you play all the classes, like, enough to know
Yeah.
how they...
No, mean, no, because
Not like base classes, not like the newer ones.
no, because I never played a shaman all the way. Actually, I don't even think I ever made a shaman.
Yeah.
But then again, I wait, no, I did play a shaman, but I didn't level him all the way. I didn't even get close. I don't even think I got him to like level 20. So, yeah. Shaman, because that was one of my like alts.
Yeah.
So it was so far down on like my
So
alt
boring
priority
that you just
list.
made a shaman.
Well, it was more like, yes, I want an herbalist. What's gonna do that for me? Yes, shaman. So I was like, yeah, shaman. It's gonna be, shaman.
Yeah. After leveling my warlock to 60 and just like milking out like 3 raids, I guess 2.5. I didn't really do Blackwing Lair a lot. I have come to the conclusion that I am not really a fan of warlocks anymore. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be a fucking kick-ass warlock, and I wasn't. I'm like, nah, I'm not really that great. I go in the raids, I'd be like number 10 in DPS out of all 13 DPS. I'm like, well, I mean, I'm giving dots and lowering their resistances at least, and summoning people. But every time I'd always be low on soul shards, so I wouldn't really be able to summon anybody. And then when I do, I wouldn't be able to summon my fucking imp in the raid. Which sucked in Onyxia's lair, because you can only get soul shards off of like 3 things in there.
Yeah.
Which just sucks. I couldn't use Shadow Burn on Onyxia. That was a really hard hitting spell, because I didn't have any soul shards.
It's like, Onyxia, please.
I guess I'll just spam Shadow Bolt. And
Gotta spam something, I guess.
I can't do any fire spells on her because she's immune. All I can do is Shadow Bolt and Corruption, and that's it.
Yeah.
Well, I like warriors. I've realized that warriors are so much better. I think they're great.
Warriors are real shit.
Warriors are played by alphas. People who don't mind the pain. They're there for the game. I like the game. I don't care how hard it is. And then they end up being fucking badasses at the end of it because they do such huge DPS in endgame content. Like, retaliation is fucking stupid. I don't know if I described that. But, ability, you counterattack any enemy that is attacking you. You hit them right back. Even if you're not targeting them. So you could be being ganged up by like 3 to 4 enemies, and every time they hit you, you hit them right back. Like, that's your base melee attack too, so like it's not like a little pussy hit, but you full on bitch slap them. So if
you smack me, I smack you.
Yes, if you're getting ganked up by like 4 people, I'm like, let me pop this. All of a sudden,
Bye.
It's all of a sudden everybody's fleeing from you. Guys,
why do I hurt?
Alright guys, this guy he hurts really bad.
He's got a crusader in chat. He just healed on all of us.
Also, fat crits. I have 10% crit chance at level 32. God. Fuck you. Oh shit. Alright, so I need to get ready for this. Were you wanting to take the turn on the classes, or is your list about the same? Like your stereotypes about the same?
Well, I mean, for the monk, yeah, it's like fat people. Demon hunters, I don't. It seems like that'd be the class like the edgelords would migrate to because they're sick of being rogues because it's played out, and people are making fun of them for being edgelords and playing rogues.
Illidan fanboy, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I guess the Illifags would probably also flock to that. I can't believe I didn't think about that before. Yeah, the Illifags. Look, you can think Illidan's cool because he is cool, but it's just like anything else where it's like you get to that point to where you're a cancerous little faggot, then that's when
shit.
that's
Oh,
when you need to
shit.
get popped like the fucking zit that you are.
Yeah. Mages.
Oh yeah. Like I said, I think I said something like, if rogues are for sadists, mages are for masochists. Because for a little while, for that early game, it hurts. It hurts a lot. But once you get through it, you can be like that. You can be like that white kid that just found his dad's, AK-47, and tomorrow's a school day.
Yeah. Paladins.
Who? Oh,
Paladins. Yeah.
yeah. Well, hey, Paladin's my favorite class, so I mean, Paladin DPS is kind of, like I said, it's middle of the
Based on
road.
other people that you see.
Yeah, I know. Paladin DPS is like middle of the road. Paladin tanks, they can, yeah. If you are a paladin in a group, a dungeon group, raid group, it doesn't, any kind of group, doesn't matter. If you're a paladin in a group with with a paladin tank, expect them to randomly, it depends on their level of awareness. So it's highly variable, but randomly you'll get most of the time in my experience, it's not been whispers, it's been in the group chat, but you'll get coaching.
Change your aura.
No.
Just remember the words that you said specifically. That's enough out of you.
Yeah, no. It's like, you change your aura. You change your aura. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a lot of self-important dickheads, because Paladin kind of has that prestigious connotation with it, the word, the actual thing, not in game. It's sort of in game, but not really. But in real life, there's kind of a there is some prestige there, and that's what people kind of go for. They're like, yes, Paladin.
Cock raw.
Oh, that's Warcock backwards.
Yes. Like, what about warlocks?
Oh, right. Well, hey, if you're new to the whole warlocking game, you're gonna hate soul shards at first, and then after a while, you're gonna be like, why can't I hold all these soul shards?
Yep.
And I mean, there's some edgy boys who do warlock stuff, but that's not the big variety of them. It's mostly just people who are like, yeah, I wanna do some of the darker stuff. I like I like minions, but I don't want to be a fucking huntard.
Yeah, I don't want to feed my demon. I don't want to feed my companion, so I'm just gonna have demons.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, yeah, I don't want to be a huntard because people make fun of those guys, and I don't want to have to go get food for something else. I just want to suck out something's soul and then use a fucking soul gem to summon a demon to, I don't know, suck me off. Especially once you get that succubus, it's like, oh yeah, yeah.
Probably the one I summon the most, because I always sacrifice my demons. Because when you sacrifice the succubus, it gives you a 15% shadow damage boost.
Oh damn, that's not bad.
Voidwalkers, you get better regeneration. Imps, what is imp? I don't remember what an imp is. Something no one uses.
Yeah.
I think, I don't remember. Well, imps by themselves have blood pact, and that's a really good one for groups.
Yeah, it is.
Increases the stamina by fucking 30 or some shit, something awesome.
Yeah, it's something nice.
No one ever uses a Felguard. No one uses Felguard.
You might for like half an hour just be like, what's this? New demon? Cool. And then afterwards you're like, this sucks.
Once you get your Voidwalker, that's all you'll ever be using, unless you get it on demonic sacrifice.
And it's like, goodbye, suck. Goodbye, sucky Lena. But we need those bonuses.
What else? Oh, priest.
Oh, like I said, priests are for a lot of, from my like experience in it. Priests are those guys who are just like, you know what, nobody else is gonna heal, and I can take the strain of healing. Therefore, I will.
Yes.
It's kind of those people who are like, fuck it, why not? We've already got like 13 DPS in our fucking guild. We might as well get some healers going.
Like being the person that people need.
They might, yeah. In some cases, they might, like being needed because, like, yes, I like being needed. Ha ha ha.
Druid.
Yeah, like druids are kind of like those. Druids are kind of like those people who hear like, oh yeah, you can transform into animals, and they're like, oh, that sounds cool, and then they get into it, and they're like,
They do it for the speed buffs.
And they're like, what the hell? This isn't as cool as I thought it was going to be.
You're saying I have to level this thing to get speed?
Yeah,
buffs?
it's like I have to like do the grind. What the fuck? Ew.
Warriors.
Warriors are kind of like warriors are kind of like those. Warriors are for people who know what they're about. They're like, yeah, who know what they're about. They don't want to have to deal with like, mana bullshit. So they deal with rage. They don't want to have to deal with like thinking about dying. So heavy armor, and it's like smack hard and be able to get smacked hard.
Oh yes.
Not necessarily a lot of brain activity going on upstairs, but also maybe there is. It's kind of a spectrum in that regard.
Yeah. There's a lot of micromanaging when it comes to warriors, though. When you get down to it.
Well, for the ones that are good at it, but generally speaking.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, it's not. You're not gonna have that. It's gonna be a lot of like, yes, I don't want to. I don't want to get into this too deep.
Isn't there just summoned a fucking guy on me? Like some random shield guard.
Just a
he's
dude.
summoned from inside Dalaran. Come out here and help me. Yeah, get critted on, pussy. This is the perfect sentence to describe warriors. Specifically orc warriors. Your mom sucked me good and hard through my jorts. Oh god, you turned into a robot. Hello?
What?
Okay, you turned into a robot. I didn't hear a single thing you said.
I was agreeing with you.
Yeah.
But yeah, good and hard through my jorts.
It's basically it. I'll take on your whole fucking group, pussy. Beat your goddamn ass, you son of a bitch.
I'll kill you all.
And be good at
Or I'll die.
Or I'll die, not killing any of you, but getting you all to low health.
It's like you'll all be like wishing you were dead. Or I'll kill you all.
One of you, or you're gonna kill me, and that's the end of it.
There's not really much in the way of discussion there.
Yeah, it's in PvP they're like baseline. They're not like overpowered, but they're not. They're definitely a force to be reckoned with. Especially if you have the fucking hand. If you're a goddamn shaman and you have the hand of Ragnaros, you better watch the fuck out. This shit was stupid. Regardless, even if you do have the hand of Ragnaros, you don't fuck around with them in PvP. Beat your ass. That's my goal. I don't give a shit about Third and Fury. I want a Hand of Ragnaros.
God,
Two-hander. Fuck all that Thunder Fury bullshit. I don't give a fuck about that. I want the,
It's like, I don't give a shit about like a decade-old meme that, that Fat said one time. Now I hate it.
Sure, it's a mace, but fire though. Fire damage. I don't give a shit about nature damage. What am I, gay?
Exactly. It's like
It's a two-hander. Honestly, I think it should be the other way around. I think the Hands of Ragnar should be a one-hander, and Thunder Fury should be a two-hander. Thunder Fury is fucking enormous.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
It's a one-handed. Yeah, I'm gonna get Thunder Fury on my rogue. Fuck you.
What are you, a fucking tryhard?
They just want it for the meme. Rogues will get Thunder Fury just for the meme. They won't get it. They won't get it because like I need this best in the slide. Like no, you just want to fucking flex in front of the fucking people who need it, like warriors and.
Like, haha, look, guys, funny meme. It's like, well, yes, it's a meme, but no, it's not funny. And also, fuck you.
It's like that one guy who looted the legendary bow off of what's his name, Kil'jaeden, and what was it called, Tempest Keep. Besides the two hunters that needed it and regularly used bows, and he got it just because of the stats. It was a stat stick.
What?
Everybody in the server shat on the guild.
Yeah.
Everybody. They became a meme.
Should have.
Oh man.
It's a fucking stat stick. It's like, who the fuck do you think you are?
And it had infinite arrows. You didn't have to buy arrows for it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like.
Like what the fuck?
Arrows.
That's just like saying fuck. Might as well just tell the hunters to go fuck themselves.
Yeah, it's
Sorry,
like you might as well
guys,
fucking
but
disenchant the
fuck you.
bitch. What the fuck?
Why?
Might as well disenchant it and then like vendor trash the disenchantment materials right in front of them.
Oh,
Hey guys, watch this.
I don't even know if you can disenchant those. I'm not even sure.
No. I mean, like I said, even if you can't, you might as well. You might as well fucking try. Like, guys, watch. Ha 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 ha. Fuck you.
God, what am I even doing right now? Stone tokens.
Guys, look. Ha 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 ha. Fuck you. And everybody else in the service like, wow, you're part of that guild? Oh.
Oh god. Reminds me of a guy who, he was the first rogue. I think, yeah, he was a rogue. He was the first rogue to get. He was like the most geared person in the server. He was I think he was the first person to get both of the warglaves.
Oh.
Like to dual wield them.
Oh.
Which, reminder: 4% drop chance for either of them.
Yeah.
And someone offered him money, 7,000 euros, which I think is like which is $10,000.
Fuck you, Limbo. Goddamn.
He kept saying no, and until he found himself in a financial pickle, and then he was like, "All right." And the guy he gave him the character, and he renamed the character to whatever, I don't remember what his name was, and he had the character for 4 days, and then he was banned. The guy.
What?
Yeah, he got banned because you can't sell your character, I don't think.
For 4 days, and then he was banned.
Yeah.
Shit.
You can imagine how mad he got. He threatened to lawsuit on the guy he bought it from in Blizzard or some shit. He talked about it, but he never did it, obviously.
You can't lawsuit the guy you sold it to. I mean, and if it's in Blizzard TOS, you can't lawsuit against them either.
Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck do you think you are?
Yeah, he never did it, obviously. I think he was just mad as hell.
It's like, damn it. Like, Warglaves. It's like, Blizzard just like, next time, earn it, fag. Damn, that's rough.
It's hilarious. Imagine buying.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Yeah, it's like what would happen if, like, one of us broke to pressure and went out, bought an XCal Prime account.
It's just
Like,
You don't.
You know, not a.
You can have like some bragging rights for being there at the beginning and buying it, but like you can't have bragging rights if you buy it from somebody else.
Yeah, exactly. But you know, and I know, like the two of us know, we know who would try to brag.
Oh,
You know he would.
yeah, he would. I spent
It'd
my
be
Taco Bell money on fucking XL Prime.
It's like, wow. That wow.
He'd be the one that like brag about it, but doesn't have any like Prime mods or like fucking Vault mods.
Yeah, watch. Like the person who sold the account was probably like, I wonder how retarded this guy is, and like sold all their shits. So that
For,
the only
like,
thing you have is like
$3,000 or something.
Yeah, so the only thing they have on account is like XCal Prime, a Bratton, and a fucking like Bow Mark One.
Doesn't even. Wait, no, wait. They would have the Lato and shit at least, wouldn't they?
Well, it depends. They might not have the Lato and Scana.
Oh wait, it was. I thought. Oh wait, it was like you can buy the frame only, but not the other two. I thought it was like the weapons first, and then you get the one with the frame on it. It was the next tier.
That might be, but no, they like sit in those like I want XCal Prime. It's like okay, so he sells the Lato and Scana. It's like oh, that would hurt. That would hurt to see. Like, how could you do that? You monster!
Ooh, no.
How could you like do that? How could you do that? Record it and post it.
Unless you like given up all hope on the game, like I'm done. What the fuck is this guy doing?
Yeah, at that point it's like okay, I guess, but at the same time,
I shot this guy. He walked like the NPC. That is, he walked over to 2 guards, then started attacking me. Like you fucking asshole! You can't do that. That's why I shot you.
He knew. He was like, no, I need reinforcements.
I shot him with a shitty bow. I'm not like a fucking hunter, so it didn't hurt that much at all. Okay.
He's still nice. He's pretending it hurt that much, which is why the guards are like giving a shit. If he wasn't if he wasn't like limping when he approached them, the guards would be like, I don't know, deal with it yourself, pussy. This is classic. Who the fuck do you think you are? But then, he limped over there like, oh shit, a threat. Get his ass.
You're a mage. What are you talking about?
Oh shit, a threat. Get his ass.
The glass cannon of Warcraft.
Yeah, like actually, yeah.
Remember, I was playing a warlock. I beat the shit out of a mage one time. I all it took was like 3 shadow bolts. It was like a shadow bullet, shadow burn, and then I used my fucking death coil on him. He was done. Like wow, that was hard.
Like that was unsatisfactory.
Oh, it was satisfying because he just like.
Oh, I can't take it anymore.
That's what you get for not putting your ice barrier up, pussy. Little ice barrier, little pussy barrier. Don't.
Freeze my double-jointed pussy.
Summon your little friend, I'll beat his ass too. I'm gonna call my dad, I'll kick his ass too.
Call my dad, kick your own dad's ass.
No, it's like I'm fighting this bitch, and she's like, I'll call my dad, like I'll beat his ass too.
Oh, I thought it was like
no.
you said.
Call my own dad.
It was like I'll call my dad, and I'll beat his ass too. What? Like, I can imagine that phone like, Dad, can you come down here? I'm in a fight. Like, oh, yeah, sure. He shows up, you just fucking.
There you go.
What the fuck?
If you ever,
Oh,
just 'cause.
It was like you fucking like. You like beat your own dad's ass when he shows up to help you.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you doing? I'm beating your ass.
Oh shit.
Why? What the fuck are you doing? I'm beating your ass. Why? That just gives you pause.
Okay, now let's start on Warframe. I'll start naming them off. I have a list here. You can
Fantastic.
Name stereotypes. All right. First on the list, of course, is XCal.
Yeah. So, right. So much like with DKs in fucking Warcraft, 2 kinds of people play XCal. Now, keep in mind, Excal is a starter frame, so of course you're gonna get your noobs. They that's whatever. It's fine.
Inevitable.
That's kind of what you'd expect. You'd expect like you see an Excal, you immediately look over to the nameplate. You'd be like, oh, what MR is this guy? If your dude is like below MR5 or below, they're a noob who chose Excal as their starter frame. And
Correct
good
choice,
on them.
Yeah.
They chose the best starter frame.
Then you look at their
Yeah.
weapons. Like,
Then you look at
wow.
their weapons and you're like, eh.
Whoa.
I mean, most of the time, if you see a noob Excal, they're either being carried by somebody that they know, or you're on like Venus or something, running a
guess-
relic mission.
Yeah.
So you're kind of in that territory most of the time. Now, if we're talking about somebody who's above, if you see like an MR like 15 or whatever, and they're playing an Excal, number one, they probably don't have Umbra, which
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing if you don't have Umbra at MR 15? Get
Yeah.
on that shit. The quest is actually pretty alright, all things considered.
My favorite quest. Should probably
Yeah,
edit for
the quest is pretty alright. Get Umbra. You get the fucking Skiajati as well, and the Umbral mods. Do it. Just fucking do it. Anyway, yeah. But yeah, you either got like a noob or a guy who just doesn't have Umbra yet.
Okay, never mind. Sorry. I opened a chest and had 2 broken wands in it. That was it. Like, what the fuck?
Nice.
Okay, whatever. Go ahead.
What is this? No, that's it.
Mag.
All right. So, again, since Mag is a starter frame, you got 2 kinds of people. You got noobs who pick the worst out of the starter frame. It's like, oh
I'm
god.
gonna quit soon.
It's like, yeah, it's like they're gonna not have a good time and they're out of here. Whew. And you hate to see it, but it's like, oh man.
Yeah, unless it's
If it's-
Colt. He picked Mag. Like,
Which-
alright. I think it's
yeah,
probably
I mean,
why he has a fondness for her.
Yeah, exactly. You get that that rare thing happen. But if it's like a non-noob, it's somebody who actually most of the time it's somebody who actually knows how to use her to like fuck up Corpus, because that's really what she's good at.
That or
That's really what she's good.
high
She's
armor
really
shit.
good at it. Yeah, but there's better frames for armor shit.
Oh,
but
yeah,
like Mag'll fuck Corpus. Like, you get that 3 off in a enclosed space with a bunch of enemies. Not only will your shields and all your squad mates' shields be good forever, but at the same time,
God damn it.
at the same time, all those Corpus no longer have shields anymore.
Oh shit.
But yeah, that's Mag. It's either like the loser noob or the noob who didn't know anything and pulled the wrong lever, or like somebody who's like, I'm here to fuck Corpus.
Fucking Enrage and Crusader popped at the same time. Okay. I have one for this one. Like, immediately when I see it, I think of one. But Loki, you first.
Ooh. So okay. Right. So Loki's kind of fallen out of grace recently. Like you don't see anybody playing Loki. That's because there are frames that do like Loki is he's got invisibility, which is he's got better invisibility than Ash, but Ash does something else, and his invisibility does a little bit something else too as well. That's not important. He has the disarm, which Baruch has, but it has a different like associate in it, right? But Loki used to be a starter frame, and a lot, back in the day, the meme was like, haha, I play Loki because I'm bad at the game and want to appear to be good, and that's still kind of true. It's just, there are frames that make the game even easier than Loki does, so people play those frames.
Okay, mine
So-
for Loki is played by people who suck at spy missions.
Yeah,
Is
that too. Because high sprint speed, long, like you can get like I think 30 seconds
Yeah,
of
30
invisibility
seconds,
if you
that's what
build
I
him
have
for
in mine.
duration. Yeah, you can get like 30 seconds of invisibility. You don't have to fuck around with him. But yeah, if you're bad at spy missions, and you don't have Ivara, Loki.
That's probably why I don't have Vivara. can't do spy missions. I do not have to roll. Oh, fucking shit. Rhino.
Yeah. So, Rhino is for people who want like Rhino is for people who want an easy mode, but also are like good people. What I mean when I say that is, you see a Rhino come along, and you see a Rhino show up, and it's like, all right, mission. You drop in mission. First thing he does is hit 2, iron skins up. And then typically after that you'll be going around. Rhino. Your Rhino will suck up energy. Typically they'll pop their 3 just because it's like, yeah,
Unless
damage.
they don't know. Lots of people don't. Unless it's like usually new people who don't know what the fuck the 3 does.
Well, yeah, but that's that you get noobs because Rhino's so easy to get. But yeah, people, but even then, there are noobs that like ability spam. They're like, oh, this is I can do this, boom, and they're like,
Yep.
Fucking Rhino. Rhino is pulling out their shit.
Okay, so like, what kind of person? How would you describe these kind of people that play Rhino? That main Rhino that is like.
Yeah, like I said, people who want an easy mode, but at the same time, they also are kind of like they're ready to go out and like, be a part of the team.
Right. Okay. Ash.
Oh boy. So before Harrow came out, Ash was the frame for edgelords because and the weebs because ninja. Ash is like a real like assassin style like ninja. More he is the most like ninja out of all the warframes. Keep in mind, all the warframes are supposed to be like ninjas. But Ash exemplifies that. And before Harrow came out, Ash was the edgelord frame. But today, the kind of people that play him are the people who really like inflicting dots on people and causing just horrible death. The people that use his 4 are trash, and I hate them.
Yeah.
Because, god damn it, it's I think there's a bug in game where you can't damage the people that he just targets with it. Like if they are in the middle of an animation, that's understandable. But it's like a couple of times in submissions recently, it's been like, why can't I damage this thing? And then like 2 whole seconds later, an Ash clone has shown up and done the animation. It's like, oh come on, fucking retarded. But yeah.
Okay.
People who like to do damage. And if you do it right, you can do a lot of damage.
Okay. I realize there's way too many fucking frames to do like by like having each having like a stereotype for.
Yeah,
so,
that's true.
Where should I limit it? Where should I stop?
Probably. Oh shit. I mean,
I have the release log pulled up now, like alphabetical.
Yeah. I mean, let's just go with the ones that are like notable. Like Mesa mains. You're fucking casuals. You're casuals. You're lazy. You don't know how to aim, and we all know it, and we all hate you for it.
What the fuck?
Like Mesa is like real easy mode, where it's just like, yeah, I don't really want to play the game. I just want to, I just want to be within the frame of mind that allows me to think that I'm better than other people, when realistically everyone around me is most likely better than I am.
Yeah. Okay.
That's your typical Mesa main.
Ones that no one plays that you can leave out.
Basically, like we could talk about back in the day, like your old Banshee
Zephyr.
people were like people who were like, haha, I just want to push 4 and then go like take a shit and jack off, and then when people complain, I can say fuck you.
Okay, so we don't gotta worry about the personalities of all 3 Zephyr mains.
Yeah, exactly, because it's like nobody plays Zephyr because, I mean, nobody plays Zephyr. And who knows? You know, they probably all have like they're probably like super contrarian, like, oh yes, I play it because nobody else does. Like, yeah, we get it, you fucking hipster.
Volt.
Oh, let me. Volt is definitely like the ADD frame, more than Gauss, because with Volt, you know you're running your casting speed and doing your 4. So you know Volt is definitely like one of the ADD frames. Like if you play Volt, a lot, you might want to like take an Adderall and then you can enjoy other frames.
Alright. Frost.
Ooh, man. So, Frost is for people who know how to play the game. Like they're like, yeah, they understand. It's like they understand with Frost, it's like push 3 to make sure that the objective doesn't take any damage. Uh, typically speaking, they've also got. Typically speaking, they're outfitted. They're outfitted, and they're like, yep, I've got guns and shit that'll get the job done. It's kind of like your average player. Your average like MR12 who doesn't have like a super inflated ego. Because those early like teens MRs who are disproportionately egotistical. You know what I'm talking about? You made a video about it.
Wait, okay, sorry, I was talking in chat. What were you saying?
I was talking about how like your Frosts are like your average like MR12-ish player who's not overly egotistical, because you made that video a little while back about the early teens like MR people who have like these grandiose inflated egos about how they think they know better than people who are like MR20.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's just say like mine for Frost is like Frost. You never have anybody who plays Frost that's a dickhead. Like everybody that plays Frost is usually somebody that's like, is an asshole.
Yeah, they're like I said, they're like the average player who's just like they know what they know what to do and they know what they're doing.
Yes. And if they're a higher MR, that's just they know that there could be better frames for the defense, but their Frost ends up.
They don't like Gara.
They don't like Gara or Limbo.
Well,
I just.
Yeah, we all know about Limbo mains.
I guess I'm tanking. Very well.
Yeah, we all know about the Limbo mains. That's not a hard one.
Okay, yeah. Well, for the sake of the podcast, Limbo Man. Limbos.
All right. So, Limbo mains. Oh man, Limbo mains typically are fans of a certain normie anime which shall remain nameless, because I know that at the mere mention of its name, the tards that put it up on a pedestal will swarm and irritate me with their bullshit, even though even though this is going to be posted on your channel.
Yeah.
They're the ones who are like, ha ha ha, guys, this is just like whatever. I never watched the show, and I won't, because of the retarded fan base.
Oh yes.
But typically speaking, for the Limbo mains out there who see this and aren't like this, please, I'm putting my hands together and like shaking them in front of my face. Energy color to black, please. All right, I don't like wearing sunglasses inside while I'm trying to play a game. All right, I understand white is a very pleasing color aesthetically, but please, I think please, like a dark energy color.
Yep.
I don't ask for much in this world, but Voban mains, you two guys, like, damn.
Yeah, I was gonna say limbo mains are people who don't give a shit if anybody else has fun. As long as they're having fun, everything's fine. They have no sympathy towards other players.
Yeah, it's like, haha, guys, look, I'm just like,
I'm gonna pop
insert anime character
everywhere I fucking go.
everywhere, and it's like,
Please stop,
like,
dude.
it's like, dude.
It would be fine if I could
See.
if I can that, and if I could just press shift to get out of the cataclysm, even if I'm like in the bubble, because people who have their cataclysm in their ranges at max, that's fucking annoying. Oh my god, just leave, please.
I mean, at least when I play that limbo build, because I have that limbo build, at least when I play that, I'm solo, because you know, I'm usually if I have to whip out the big boy bubble, you know, it means I'm doing something that I don't want other people fucking with.
Saren.
All right, so Saren, oh boy, Saren is for people who want good DPS and maybe have a somewhat inflated sense of self-worth. Because goddamn, if you even like mildly criticize a Saren main, it's like, you know, it's like it's like smacking a hornet's nest with a fucking stick. It's like, god damn,
That's the
dude.
same with limbo mains. Like they get mad, they complain about people bitching about limbo.
It's like, well, maybe if you like understood like what your shit looks like to other people who also understand the stereotype and are kind of sick of it.
Actually, I saw a meme on one of the things I follow, one of the channels I follow on warframe or on iFunny. I'll send it to you. It says days without a limbo main being upset about people hating limbo, and it's just changing it to 0.
Yeah, because like, you know, come on. It's like you guys. It's like you legitimately can't be this stupid to understand why people wouldn't like your frame. Come on.
I saved it within the span of like 3 seconds and sent it, so I didn't crop it.
Gotcha. You know, whatever. I'm not gonna. Little bit. Yeah. 5. Wow, they got to 5. That's impressive.
Oh, shit.
They got to 5. Wow.
What are you talking about?
Yeah,
we transitioned
like
to
Warframe. Warframe.
Oh.
But yeah, all right. We discussed limbo.
How about Nick? Well, no one plays Nyx anyways, right?
Yeah, because I mean, a couple more people do because of because Revenant's so bad. Which
Yeah,
you hate to see it, but it's like, yeah, Revenant's bad.
I forget that I have Revenant a lot. The only thing I use of Revenant is his fucking shoulders. That's the most.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, those Vitalis shoulders really make you feel like a WoW character sometimes. But yeah, it's like Revenant's bad, and so Revenant makes people realize that Nyx isn't so bad.
Yeah.
There's like 15 Nyx mains out there, so let's just leave them in their lane, you know. Let them lie.
I was gonna say Valban, but the 2 players of
Retalius
play Valban. The 1 player we already know his personality, so like that basically does it for us.
Yeah, it's like Retalius illustrates what a Vauban main is like without us.
Kind of person who complains about everything in the game but doesn't stop playing it.
Like Shy.
Yeah. Yeah. The only thing I've ever heard her say is good is what the fucking Boltor and fucking
Sabaris.
Banshee and Sabaris.
Yeah, she really likes Banshee. It's like, god damn it, Shy, you fucking suck.
She says the Boltor is the best gun in the game, but I'm like, or did she say Sabaris? I'm like, I don't know about that one. I like my Boltor, don't get me wrong, but
I like my Boltor, but I like my Soma a lot better.
I don't even know what my favorite gun in the game is anymore.
Yeah.
Primary, like, I have the most fun with Piranha, but anyways,
Yeah. We can get into like the gun hierarchy later.
I feel like you're the only person that has Necros as their main, so.
My personality is like, oh yeah, you know my personality, where it's like, all right, new things out, let's go get
I
it.
think you and I just our mains are our mains because of the theme they follow. I suppose. Well, I mean, mine at least. I don't know about you. It's just like. Do you think Necros could be due for a rework some point? Like maybe have some changes here and there.
I mean, yeah, because he does.
Because
He does.
anybody like? I don't think anybody who actually uses Necros for farming uses anything besides Desecrate. Sometimes
Or
they'll
is
pop their
four.
four.
Well, if
But,
they got if they got a proper like
unless-
Desecrate, they got a proper build going. They're gonna have Shield of Shadows just for endurance
maybe
runs.
if they have the what's it called, the augment for the soul punch.
Ah, no, that's a meme. That's not viable because you
No,
only revive
it's
with like
just a-
30% health. It's a meme.
It's just
like,
a Oasis mod slot. So
Yeah, it's a waste of them. I mean, hey, for like one of my old Necros builds where I needed to like shed energy, having people constantly go down so I could like use Soul Punch to piss all my energy out to res people was a great way to do that. And then I improved the build.
yep. Well, while we're on the topic of mains, Valkyr, since Valkyr seems to be more popular, I suppose, than Necros.
Yeah, that's true. So, oh boy. So I'm gonna go pre like moddable clause and like post moddable clause because there is a difference. There is a difference.
Yeah, definitely.
So pre moddable clause, Valkyrie was for people who were like, yes, I want a Hysteria, and didn't understand. These are basically like people who got their hands on like a real DPS, their first real DPS
Yes.
frame, and were like, why can't I Hysteria all the time? And didn't understand. Post moddable clause, there Valkyr was put into the hands of people who were like, oh yeah,
Knew how to
eternal
mods.
war. People who knew what they were fucking doing.
Yeah. I think I started to know what I was doing, like post MR15, like
Wait a minute, yeah,
like oh,
Yeah.
crit.
yeah, with some with some
I
help.
still learn things here and there, of course. I mean, I don't know everything yet. I don't know if I ever will, but I would say Valkyr definitely pre, like, fucking moddable clause.
Yeah, we're like
And,
for noobs who had their first DPS frame, we're like, why can't I Hysteria? It's like
For people
Val-
who,
yeah,
for
Valkyr main back then exemplified people who generally didn't know how to build.
I don't know. This might have been just how me and Nips were, but like people who just stopped farming other things because they thought it was so overpowered.
Yeah,
Like
because I mean, for a little
Which it
while,
was
Valkyr
at the
would
time.
carry you for a little while, but then afterwards,
yeah.
once you got into like real shit, it was like
like
your lack of
Hysteria
build
is the only
skills.
thing that can save you at that point. Once you get out of there, you're fucking done, bud.
Yeah, because your weapons suck ass.
You better get
They
a
don't even have
build,
they don't even
buddy.
have like a potato on them, do they?
They carry them until they learn how to fucking mod.
Yeah.
Me.
Which and the reason why they learned how to mod was because Valkyr was no longer
shit.
carrying them.
What's this person tweeting at? Okay. Let's see. I'm just getting on a list. Oh, Valkyr was right after Necros. I didn't see that. Oberon.
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. Your stereotypical Oberon player is. Your stereotypical Oberon player is somebody who's like, healing, but also damage. This is good. I'm gonna focus on damage. and then your hardcore Oberon player is like healing and damage. I'm gonna focus on healing, but the armor stripping's nice too.
Okay.
So there's kind of a dichotomy there.
I guess this could like these warframes could be separated between people who just got the frame and people who like know how to use it. Well, we'll just assume people who know how to use a frame.
Well, that and there's certain frames out there where it's like by the time you do get it, you kind of know how to play the game.
Right. Like Harrow, probably.
Oh yeah, like Harrow.
Let's just give it the popular ones. Mesa.
Casuals.
Like people who play
dirty
Overwatch.
Casual. Like yeah, you play Overwatch and you can't aim for shit. You're lazy. You're probably stupid. And, you know, everybody who doesn't main Mesa and is aware of all the facts that I just listed hates you because you're so lazy and stupid.
Yeah, why do I have underwater breathing? Okay, some guy just walked by me and gave me underwater breathing for no reason. Yeah, people who don't want to try the game and they want the game to be played for them is Mesa.
Because Mesa 4 is an aimbot, and
Mesa is the kind of person.
For you.
It's the kind of person. If they farm the frame themselves, like the prime, that's because they don't have jobs. If they did have jobs, they would have bought it.
Oh yeah.
One or the other. They're the kind of person that will buy the next frame if they think it looks cool, or buy whatever they want.
You know, when you know, they're the kind of people that'll buy Wisp Prime when she comes out for that ass.
20 years from now. How about Hydroid?
Oh boy. Okay, so your Hydroid people who main Hydroid. Yeah, we know one of these.
Yep.
Yeah, we know one of these, but you know, let's get an honest description of him. You know, what is he like? So he's the kind of person who, you know, who is hopefully aware that they are not the best at what they're doing.
Yeah.
And they're just playing what they're like, even though their taste is absolute trash. And that's typically how it is. Like a your typical Hydroid main's taste in like aesthetic and fashion is just god awful. It's garbage.
Yeah, it's okay that they like that, you know, fuck it, as long as they're self-aware.
I mean, you know, they're the kind of people who, you know, won't like piss them, you know, who won't like, you know, shit in their own mouth when you say, hey, if you're gonna play Limbo, could you like not Cataclysm so much and maybe make your energy a dark color? They'll be like, okay, whatever. I can, you know, that's what I have a B config for, I guess. But you know, they Hydroid mains understands, at least when they're, you know, when they're farming and whatnot. It's like, yeah, this is not optimal, but you know, I don't like playing Korra, and we've already got a Necros.
Right.
That kind of just fill, but they're not like top tier fill.
How about Mirage?
So you know, your typical Mirage mate is a troll who wants to try and who wants to try to like put the people who have lesser computers in their place by crashing their system by using, you know, their fucking one and then any weapon with like a stupid high fire rate with a lot of multi-shot. You know, the kind of people that like exploited the fuck out of the Piranha Prime when it first came out, back when it was Host Crasher Prime.
Fucking Sestra, like how I was.
It was like, guys, look at this.
I just thought it was funny. I don't really get it.
But like a Mirage mate will do this intentionally. They'll be like, I want to crash people because.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, exactly. Like I want to crash people and I want to make sure that they can't see because, you know, my life is vacuous and you know this is what I live for, I guess.
Yeah.
Kind of low tier people.
Yeah. How about? Let me pick. Hildren.
Okay, so Honestly, I don't think there are so many. I don't think there are any Hildred mains out there because she just does not appeal to any kind of aesthetic. You know, that and a lot of people, a lot more people than I thought really didn't like the you use shields as energy, even though the typical Warframe player is usually complaining like I don't have enough energy because because they have a crippling addiction to blind rage. Because there are people out there who are like, yes, blind rage is a required mod on every build. I will not hear anything else. Power strength is king. It's really not. But yeah, I don't think there are any Hildred mains out there. Because she doesn't look that great, and her power set is kind of, I mean, it'll get the job done, but it's not like exciting.
Yeah. Yeah, how about some good old
What?
Wisp?
You don't have any opinions on Hildren?
Oh, Hildren herself, yes, but people who play Hildren, I mean, why? Shields, sure, but why though? Other than that, like, what's her purpose besides shields?
I mean, personally, she's the best shield in the game.
Oh yeah, definitely. But,
like,
besides
no,
besides
that's
hijack missions.
Yeah, exactly. Like hijack. Yeah, that's her purpose.
Like, yes, a hijack frame. How about some Wisp?
So, I mean, we all knew this was coming, but in the past it was Saren, but Wisp has made it even easier, especially with that one Tenogen helmet that I'm sure that guy made thousands of dollars off of. But people, Wisp is for people who want to masturbate to the game.
Yeah.
These are the people like trolling R34 for that sweet Valkyrie pussy.
Well, I'm trying to leave the good ones for last. Nezha.
Oh man. Well, we know one of those. So either like closet homos or pedos. Maybe a little of both.
Inaros.
So Inaros is for people who don't want to worry about dying while they're fucking around with weapons, or ow, my jaw just popped. Fuck, that hurt. Oh, shit. Oh my god. Anyway, Inaros is typically played by somebody who is afraid of death. Right? They're like, I don't want to die because people make fun of me for going down. And it's like, okay. Here's this frame with like 7k health. Enjoy it.
Octavia.
Oh god, Octavia's for annoying people, like people who are like,
guys, look at my music. It's like, okay, I got a good one for Octavia. Octavia is the kind of person who will ask you if they can play their music in your car.
And then when you finally give them the aux cord, it's some trash.
Yep. Yeah. It's a perfect example.
Like guys, trust me, I have taste. It's like, no, you don't. No, you don't. You're annoying, and they only keep you around because you're useful.
I'm gonna over the list real quick, make sure I haven't missed any good ones.
You're annoying, and we only keep you around because you're useful.
Nova.
Oh boy. Your typical Nova main, knows what the fuck's going on. You know, they know that in a lot of cases, they know when to be slow. They know when to be slow. They know when to be fast. Your typical Nova main is more often than not a vet. You know, they've been around the corner,
Mm-hmm.
and they've kind of watched the game through different development cycles.
Yep.
Yeah, so Nova, if somebody mains Nova, it's because these newer frames aren't very appealing, and Nova's got a really nice power set going for her. So if it ain't broke, why change it?
Chroma.
Oh boy. So, I haven't met a Chroma main who isn't like a damage junkie, who isn't like constantly who isn't like who isn't like who isn't like an ultra try hard when it comes to being at the top of like the damage thing on like the end mission screen. I've not met a single Chroma main who just doesn't care about that, because they're like, guys, I've got my 3 up and I've got my 2 up. I'm gonna go get shot, and then if I'm feeling particularly dickish, then at the end I'll say you're welcome for carry. That happened to me once. It was like, are you
What'd you
fucking
say?
serious right now? Like, well, he said it like at the absolute last second, so I didn't see it until I got back on Orbiter, and I wasn't in squad anymore. But I was like, "Are you serious?
It's
Like,
just
did
a
you
whispering
really just
thing.
fucking say
Okay,
that to me?"
Chroma.
Honestly, at that point I wasn't really in the mood, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, next mission.
Yeah. Let's see. Fucking Nidus.
Ooh, so your typical Nidus main is kind of they're kind of selfish and kind of prickish in real life, but like not so much that it's unbearable. Like you understand that
Yes.
they're kind
I
of
know why you say
they're
that.
kind of that they're kind of that way because whatever. And this carries over into their frame choice when they get mad when you shoot the stuff that's in there too.
Yeah.
Like you put a Nidus main and a Chroma main in a mission together, and Nidus will be shouting at Chroma for shooting his stuff, while Chroma will be like, "But I need top damage."
And Harrow.
Oh. Two different types of people. There's the people that play Harrow, and there's the people that have Harrow. And there's a stark contrast. The people that have a Harrow are the edgelords who moved away from Ash when Harrow came out. However, most of them didn't actually farm for him. They fucking bought him. I see all of you.
I see you.
Then there's the people that play Harrow. Now, I distinctly remember you and Nips at one point saying, like, it feels like I'm the only person who plays Harrow. I'm not, but people who play Harrow, and actually do it with some degree of effectiveness and skill. That's difficult. That's not too. There's not too many. But your typical Harrow main your typical Harrow main is good at this game. They know what they're fucking doing because they have to. Because Harrow's like for hit to get the admittedly somewhat selfless results of his powers, you've got to be incredibly selfish. Like for his one, you have to have a bunch of enemies to chain. You can't just like go into a room and insta murder everything.
Yep.
You got to actually like show a little restraint there. For his 2, you have to be the one getting the kills. Same for his 3, which his 3 also has a charge time. His 4, you gotta go stand in like a damage puddle. So maybe that means you stop. Maybe that means you stop doing damage for a few seconds to take a fuck ton of damage to do a fuck ton of damage. Like these are the people who know what they're doing, and probably don't have ADD. And a Harrow main is your exemplar Warframe player. They know what the fuck they're doing, and they do it well. They know what the fuck they're doing, and they do it well. And there's not really there's not really much else going on there. Yeah, like if you're looking for like Warframe players to like model yourselves after, find a Harrow main, because that's where it's at. That's where you'll find somebody who is really great to model yourself after.
Yeah, I wouldn't consider myself a Harrow main, obviously.
I wouldn't either. I would just consider myself a Harrow player.
Yeah, player, but I love Harrow with a passion.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Obviously,
Doesn't get a lot of use because of his. He doesn't get a lot of use because we don't have a lot of like, heavy fights we gotta deal with.
Right. I wouldn't. I mean.
Oh wait. There is a third. There is a third. I forgot. There is a third. There is like your Eidolon hunter Harrow main, who's just like, haha, duration 4, but not too much duration, and they that's really it. I mean, yeah, they could, they're coordinated. I'll give them that. I'll give them that they're coordinated, but they're kind of like the people in like WoW or ESO or any MMO who just live for like the raids.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, yeah, I gotta raid. These people are like, yeah, I gotta hunt Eidolons, because they mistakenly believe that's endgame.
Right. I was gonna say, like,
not to say that raids in those other games aren't endgame, but in Warframe, Eidolons are not endgame, because Warframe doesn't have a real endgame.
I don't remember what the point I was gonna make was. Well, I think about that. Well, a lot of the other frames I'm looking at are just frames that no one really plays.
Yeah, there are no Grendel mains because he's so frustrating to get, and even when you get him, he's extremely underwhelming. I mean, they're like half the Volt mains converted to Gauss when he came out, and that just basically means like, hi, I have ADD. I like to go fast.
I'm impatient.
Yeah, it's like, I have ADD, therefore I'm impatient. It's like, alright, refill your Adderall prescription there, Johnny. Cameron. We'll fucking...
Cameron.
He'll be fine. Yeah, it's like, everybody with, like, ADHD is named fucking Cameron.
Right,
stupid. Oh, Aiden, you said something, but your internet decided not to let us hear it. Aiden?
Great.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, that came through a lot clearer, but...
I was gonna ask, since I don't rate myself at anything,
I don't rate myself.
I don't rate myself at any games. It just sounds kind of like arrogant. But I suppose I'd be one of the few people that actually knows how to play a Harrow efficiently. But I don't know if I would call myself good or not. I was gonna ask you what you thought.
Well,
let me think about this.
Wait a minute, this guy's name is CM Trump Walls.
What?
I popped that screenshot. I was sitting here, reacting to what you just said to me. It's like I read that, it's like, oh, that's a keeper.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Crit.
Yeah. Okay.
If I had
I
to rate
mean,
myself, I'd say maybe above average, but not like, great.
yeah, I'm willing to make the same assessment, and with the adage that the reason why is because you have a little bit too much of a focus. You seem to concentrate too much on his 4, as opposed to using
Well,
his other abilities to get
oh,
your
I,
results.
oh, I use his other builds constantly. It's just whenever I see the opportunity, I'll pop a 4. But it's just whenever I do, I get frustrated because I don't get like everything's shooting at me, but it doesn't. I don't absorb any of it, and I'm like, what the fuck? It pisses me off. So I gotta go. I gotta get it right. But I'll constantly spam my 1 a lot and my 2. I'll constantly keep those up. A 3, maybe not, because I always see everybody's fucking neck. Everybody's energy is always usually up. So I'm like, yeah.
I've always got his 2 and his 3 up constantly.
Yeah.
I use his 4 as kind of like an oh shit button. Like,
oh fuck. Whenever I play him, I do what I would do as a tank in Warcraft. I look at everybody's energy, and okay, do they need it? In which case, if they do, I'll pop my 3. But if they don't, I'm like, don't worry about it. I'm just gonna keep going.
My general strategy is like, all right, keep everything, keep shields, his 2 and his 3 up at all times. That's my strategy.
Yeah.
It's like keep those things up, and everything else will just fall into place.
I guess I was referring to when I read myself. I guess I'm referring to overall in the game itself. I'm not amazing. I think I'm just good.
Probably upper middle tier, if not low high tier. As oxymoronic as that sounds.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Cause so many frames that just don't fuck with. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Yeah, I don't. Well, some of them are really good. I have not fucked with Chroma to its full extent. I never really actually spent time with him.
Chroma makes any weapon seem viable.
Yeah, that's the thing. I know he's one of the A to S tier frames, but I'm just I don't feel
you kind of gotta. Chroma's a bit of a double-edged sword because it's number one, you need to actually take health damage to make the weapon damage happen, which if you take too much too fast, you die, obviously. But the other thing with that is you've also got to keep an eye on that timer, and when you got a build like mine, which I don't know where my build sits on the whole thing. Well, you got a build like mine where it lasts almost a minute. You sometimes lose track, and if you lose track and it times out, you got to do it again, and it fucking sucks. And I hate myself every time I let it run out. So it's he's kind of double-edged in that regard.
Yeah, and the same goes for lots of other things. I just neglect so many things that are kind of important. I've never actually put time into arcanes at all, ever.
Yeah, they're not a hard requirement, but
No,
they do.
but
They
definitely help.
arcanes are what bring a build from high tier to top tier. Yeah, I mean, which given the level of content that we do have at the what people consider to be the ends, arcanes are really just kind of that thing where it's like, oh yeah, that's helpful.
And that's the thing I kind of realized myself.
Arcane Pistolier makes the Reckless Piranha build viable, and that's that's you gotta farm your dick off on arbitrations for that shit.
And that's another
But hey,
thing.
once you have it.
Yeah, that's another thing I realized. It's kind of
shoot people forever.
A flaw for me. One of mine is that I am not very open-minded when it comes to games and trying other things. Ooh, I want to wonder what this is or whatever. I'll just be I want to focus on this because I like it.
Well, to kind of you know,
The fuck
throw a
is
little perspective in here. In the beginning of like something new, you are kind of open-minded, but then you find the thing that you want, and then that's when the gates shut.
Yep,
And it's like,
exactly.
yes. It's like, yes, all right. I found this thing. This is what I'm doing now. It's like, but wait, there's.
I don't care. There's more than that. It's just.
And it's like, I found this thing I like. I don't care anymore. It's like, wait, no.
CMD, no.
Yeah, it's like sometimes it's like, you know what? He'll figure it out. And then other times
Or I
it's
won't.
like,
I just give up.
yeah, other times it's
Just
like,
don't.
listen, like for example, like the fucking like Mark One strut is like, yeah, he'll figure
God.
it out. And then you did.
And that, the same, yeah, and that doesn't. That's not just for Warframe. That's like other things. It's the same with like when we were doing the. You mentioned this before when we were playing Minecraft and you were telling me about magic and I just didn't really want to fuck with it. I'm like it's just a whole other ballpark. I'm like I'm already this deep into science. I didn't really want to. Oh, okay. The group just left. Okay, cool.
What?
I was in a dungeon. Everybody just left. I'm like okay.
All right, thanks. It's like, oh, listen, it's more efficient than your science.
Yeah, maybe, but I like science. And here I am playing a game that has it's evolved around magic.
That and also Warframe has fucking magic, basically. The Void is basically magic.
Basically magic. Alright, time to fucking scream out of here like a little girl. Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, the Void is basically magic, because that's what DE uses it like. He's like, yes, the Void. But why?
But why? What
The Void? But why? The Void. DE, yes, I understand that, but why?
Yes, the Void's mysterious, but when are you gonna fucking explain the Void?
It's like we need something here, because like the best we got is like that one video by fucking Stallard, who, got like super existential about it, and your average Warframe player is not going to have even the slightest bit of understanding of existentialism, so they're gonna be like, this is fucking awful.
Yeah.
Fucking. Yeah, and then that was like half the comments like, I don't quite get it, but okay, and then the other half of the comments was like, we're like the faux existentialists, and I understand that some of you might be out there, so you might stumble upon this. I hate you. As a real philosopher, I hate you.
Yeah.
And I'm not the only one. Everyone around you also hates you when you do that shit. That was just kind of a restrained rant to people out there who may or may not see this. Like, if you think that like fake existentialism is cool and fun, it's not. It might be cool and fun for you, but everyone around you, every time you do it, wants you dead.
Hate you
And every real person who actually does philosophy, who sees you do it, wants you dead even more. And some of us are actually willing to do it.
Okay, what was I gonna say? Back to my bullshit.
Spank my ass.
That just leads to a whole nother topic. I feel like I notice my falls more than anybody else does, and that's another problem. That's another flaw in and of itself.
Oh.
Like, oh god, they hate me, don't they? No.
Look, all right. You're not one of the like those like half dozen people with the annoying thing that they do that they turn into a personality. Crossfitters, vegans, furries,
Tumblrites in general.
Tumblrites, Redditards.
God,
people on Twitter, people on Twitter, like Facebook moms, wine ants.
Reddit used to be kind of under the water at this point, as to how shit they are, but everybody's kind of like turning their heads toward them, like, look at these fuckers.
Like, look at this.
And then like they start like parodying whatever the fuck the Redditards, and it kind of hurts to watch. Like, I get it, but stop, please. I don't like watching it. This is worse.
Like, I understand this is parody, but there's a point where like the irony runs out and it becomes real, and that's worse.
Oh god! I remember when everybody on iFunny was saying wholesome anytime the quote unquote wholesome meme was featured. I would skip these features.
Like, I don't have an iFunny account, but I do,
I
troll around for hentai and, the features, because occasionally they're good, but it's like, god damn it, I hate you people. I hate normies.
Yeah, I
Ruined
would just
memes.
report the comment for spam just out of spite. I know it wouldn't do anything, but just out of spite, I would report the comment for spam.
Like, get this fucking trite out of here.
No one says wholesome on iPhone anymore because they are aware.
Good.
Thank God.
But yeah,
there might be some people, but they're not top. It's like every time that was featured, it was the top comment. I'm like, why? What? Who's smiling these comments? And be like,
who thinks this is okay?
Like
then you'd realize like it's a fucking giant circle jerk, and it's like, oh man.
Aiden, we're talking about things you could probably relate to now. You can
like
come in.
Normie memes and shit. You can
come in.
You can unbuckle your seatbelt now.
Yeah, I was about to say I was leaving. I was gonna, yeah.
It's what?
But I was contributing jack shit. I was gonna say I was leaving, but apparently I can contribute now.
Yes,
because we're talking about like how fucking awful normies are, and
I'm gonna take a piss.
And yeah, that shit. Like, like you fucking like you have an Instagram account, so you're essentially in like the belly of the beast of like the unself-aware normies.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking terrible.
Yeah, it is, because it's fucking Instagram.
Yeah,
Instagram's one of those platforms where it's like, I wouldn't go so far as to say it's socially unacceptable to use, but if Reddit and Twitter didn't exist, Instagram would be on the chopping block in my mind.
Yeah.
It's like Reddit, Twitter, and Tumblr. If those three didn't exist, we'd be like, really? You have an Instagram account? You fucking scum.
I mostly use it to keep tabs on people that I keep tabs on, and I managed to salvage some decent shit.
Yeah, and it seems like in every like fucking in every dumpster there's something that's pretty decent that somebody's put in there.
Yeah, especially some of the older shit in my in that collection I showed you.
Yeah, we were having some laughs because some of that shit was like, what is this? What? It was some good shit, like, and not all of it we could be convinced was like drunkenly saved at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Some of it was like, this is actually good.
Yeah. I would look at them now, but if I move my phone, I'm gonna like lose my connection and die.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, fucking, I mean, if we were to ever put like a platform hierarchy, at least in terms of like social media, Instagram would be pretty close to the bottom, but it would not be bottom tier.
Yeah, where would you put Snapchat?
I mean, Snapchat just seems to be like I've seen enough like Pornhub videos featuring Snapchat to know that like Snapchat is used for two things. It's used for like, it's used for like most of the time like shallow conversation or like booty calls and porn.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it is. It's kind of like Tinder, but for people who already know each other.
Yeah. Hold on.
So there's no need to like, there's no need for like, there's no need for it to become like the horrible cesspool that Tinder is, but at the same time, it has its own like horrible problems. It's horrible. It's horrible in its own way.
I don't think I've ever had a meaningful conversation on Snapchat. I actually did get added by like some porn account like a week or two ago.
Oh, what we talking about? Same thing?
Yeah, we're still on it. We're talking about like what was the thing that was just said was if like we ever do like a hierarchy of social media platforms, Snapchat would be pretty close to, not Snapchat, Instagram would be pretty close to the bottom, but wouldn't be on the bottom.
Yeah.
Similarly to Instagram, I use it to keep tabs on people. I've prided myself on never posting anything, and I never will.
Oh man. So I have a Snapchat, and the reason why is actually, sometimes I laugh at this reason, and sometimes I hate myself for this reason.
Wasn't it a woman?
CMD, would you like to elaborate?
Yes, well, see, you had some chick, I guess, that wanted you to get a Snapchat, correct?
Yeah.
And
That
I was
I
like,
went to high school with.
yes, I'm like, you could get nudes. And I'm like,
And
this is something. A
it
step
was
in
like,
the right
no,
direction.
that's not. It was like, that's not what's gonna happen.
But you did
And you were-
anyways.
Well, yeah, after because you and her were like I was in voice with you. We were
Yeah.
playing Warframe. I remember that much. And she was texting me, and like you were saying you could get nudes, and she was just saying get Snapchat. And I was like, no, she's not gonna send me nudes. That's not what this is about. And then somewhat to prove you wrong and get her off of my back, I did it. And now look what happened. I have a fucking app on my phone I never use, and no nudes.
Mm.
You must. I don't know.
I
I
got
don't
it
know.
on my phone I never use, and no nudes. If I didn't use the app, that'd be fine, but no nudes.
Anybody can get news if you play your cards right.
Or you could play them wrong, like I do.
But you
Or
could
you
play
could-
them right. Could.
or you could be like like your brother and be gay.
Yeah.
And in which case, if you're gay, you don't have any use for like woman nudes except as like currency to,
I don't know.
buy,
Blackmail.
buy
Ammo.
or to I guess it's currency to like blackmail a girl off of a guy you want to fuck.
Yeah,
Because-
but he's not. He wouldn't be smart about it. He's dumb as shit.
No, he would use it as like current. I don't know. He'd probably like clumsily use them as currency to like try to bone his friends, but his friend,
God.
given given that like attracts like, his friends are probably gay too,
Yeah.
so it wouldn't work. They would just be like, I think Ian's straight,
Yeah. You.
even though he acts really fucking gay.
Yeah. Do either of you remember that cop they used to bring in that was like, if you have nudes on your phone, you're
You've seen
sending child pornography to people.
Oh,
He
right.
was like, yeah, it's like if you receive and send out someone else's nudes and they're in your grade, you're a child porn trafficker. It's like, what?
Yeah. But no, Ian's the kind of jackass that would get caught for shit like that.
Yeah, Ian's gonna go to jail for fucking child porn.
It'll be interesting to come back to once I get done with my 4 months of training.
That'll actually be funny. Like, yeah, Ian's gay, but also in jail for child porn. Like, well, okay.
Oh yeah, I guess I should tell you, CMD.
What?
So, yeah, I joined the army.
Oh yeah. I heard about that. I just didn't know when you were leaving.
May. So not anytime soon.
Wait. Oh yeah, because I was like, what? It's fucking May now. Like, no, it's not.
No, it is definitely not May now.
Yeah, well, hey, look, the sinus drainage threw off my internal calendar, so because usually that shit happens around May.
Yeah. I'll get to
But-
jump out of planes after
like-
4 months. It'll be great.
Yeah, but see, I wasn't at Hanover this year, so it didn't happen on time, quote unquote, this year.
Tragic.
Yeah, hey, whatever. I guess these last few months have been great. I haven't had to deal with my roommate, and I've gotten to fucking crank like twice a day every day, so shit's good, I guess. I guess.
Yeah.
Admittedly, being at Hanover has its pleasantries.
What annoys me is that now that I no longer have to get up at 6:30 in the morning when those two fuckers get up to like go to school or some shit, is I still wake up to the alarm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would recommend maybe designing like a Rube Goldberg machine where if like the phone vibrates a certain number of times, it'll trigger a set of mechanisms that are inevitably hooked up to a BB gun that'll shoot them in the fucking sack.
No. See, it's actually like it's an actual alarm clock. But like my plan is that if it goes on for more than a couple of minutes, I'm just gonna get up, rock my brother's shit, and tell him to turn it off, and then go back to sleep.
Or I would suggest, or my backup suggestion is for you to get a bat, and then after it rings a couple of seconds, just take a swing and bring it right down on their fucking like navel.
Well, yeah, but like I'd have to like roll out of my bunk to like hit him with that in one go.
Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. Well, yeah, just
Yeah.
fucking, physical pain. Physical pain is the best way to get an animal to do what you want. And despite what some people would argue to the contrary, I'm looking at you people. At the end of the day, humans are still animals, meaning that we can be conditioned like animals.
Yeah, I mean, shit, I condition CMD pretty well.
Yeah, but you didn't use physical pain for that, so.
I know, but I still conditioned him anyway.
What
Didn't
way? What do you
I?
mean?
Tell me something. Tell me. Every time you've ever like asked me to do
Yep, I know what you're
something
talking
and I've
about.
replied with something, yeah, exactly.
I have a feeling that's what you're gonna say, but okay.
Yep.
Fucking shit.
You got conditioned, and it was hilarious.
You farted, and it was hilarious.
She's resisting all of it.
Oh.
Stop resisting.
Stop
God!
Stop changing your fucking profile picture.
No.
He already. Wait, did he do it again?
No, this has been this. It's
Oh,
been the
yeah,
same
no,
since you last talked about it.
Okay, never mind then. I was like, if you did it again, I was gonna fucking say something too. Like, listen, fucko.
Well,
Alright,
it's different than I remember, so stop changing it.
No.
It's the same.
We'll stop it. Knock that shit off.
Well, why don't you go to CMD's house, slap his ass, and tell him to knock that shit off?
Because he is not a woman, he's not my woman, and I wouldn't do that anyway.
Okay, so.
Fine, tell your brother to do it. He's gay. He'll do it.
That'll be just awkward, and I'd have to drive him there.
Shit, you're right. Never mind then.
Okay,
Yeah. Do you still have both of those dogs?
Yes.
Why?
That's horrible.
One's fine. The other one, I mean, I don't hate him. It's just he needs some lessons in being around strangers.
Yeah.
The other one's fine. He's kind of a dumbass.
Kind of.
Retard.
Yeah.
Mega retard dog.
It's like, Winston, you're gonna go around to the person the one time that doesn't like dogs. And it's not.
Yeah.
It might not be a good time for you.
What's his name? The other one was about half a second away from getting his shit rocked the entire time I was there.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Ah, yes. The thing that we were gonna do. Alt F4.
This guy's Alt F4.
I closed Warcraft. The thing we were gonna do. All right, Aiden.
This guy's fashion is
So-
absolutely abhorrent.
So, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna open up a